Right, well, as you can see, I've changed it a bit again. I forgot I got that little canal bridge, so I wanted to incorporate it in this new layout. So, like I made a mess again. That water, liquid water from Woodland SCENICS, it hadn't dried, and I wasn't happy with the colour of the water anyway, so I pulled it all up, and then unfortunately with this bridge being a lot narrow, it's Scaledale's, Hornby Scaledale, I had to bring the width of the canal in, so I had to lift all that, take all that water up. Anyway, I've got it all down again now. I've just been, as you can see, a lot of this has dried, but I've just been doing the grassy area around about. This is what I do when I'm doing the edges. I put some tape around the edges, and then of course I put the PVA on and sprinkle the grass on. It's quite effective when I have a bit to do it back there. I'll just, this is all my trouble, I was reaching over. I know it looks a bit of a mess there because I've sprayed it all on the back scene. And then I use a tea strainer. I've got that puffer bottle as well, but just some of the straight grass in to start with. It's a bit thick, is that, isn't it? I can't reach, that's my trouble. I'm going to do it with a puffer bottle. I've got some in there. There you go. Just put a bit more spray on there. So when it dries, they dry up alright. As you can see what I've done, I'll just lift this tape up now. I might probably have to repaint the edges again. I'll leave that bit of residue. Well, again, it's a waiting game. You're waiting for everything to dry all the time. This time of year, of course, it's not the best time. Well, you won't be. Of course, all that gas has gone in there. Again, that's dry. I can vacuum that out. Again, here, I painted that road over. It's just some straight black paint. That'll be a bit of a parking area there. Don't worry about getting grass everywhere. See, that paint hasn't dried properly. I have to go over that again. You can't rush these jobs, can you? What I can do is, I'm just doing a bit at a time. Because not being thoroughly dry, it's brought up the bit of paint on that road. No problem. Paint all that again. Let's paint that again. That'll be dry by tomorrow. What I'll do now is I'll just put another coat of bit of black paint on there. But as you can see, it's all dried up now. We've got everything else to start of yet. But I've bought the that pellet water. We call it pellet water. It's pellets that you boil up. I'm just trying to find them. I'll show you later anyway. I'll put them in a pan, and when this is all set up and dried, I'll put the water in. But you see, it makes a nice little scene. That I've even got my barges here. as I forget that, we know that I have to wait for all this to dry, get it, sweep it up. They're quite effective with the barges on. I think that gap's, I don't know why Scaledale they made the gap so small, but I know it is up for working barges as well. Oh, like some tell. Oh, that comes later, doesn't it? I'm just getting the ideas now. But you see with that grass job, it certainly does make it look decent. I finished all around the edges there. I got that. I got the liching, and I've been putting liching all around the tops there. So that looks effective enough now. I know it's a mess in here. I know it's a mess. I'm going to clear up a bit. But we're putting that all around the edge now. That's got my outer side, my outer area finished. A lot of you will do it the other way around, just putting track down first, but I find that once you've got your track down, if you're working then on over in the background, you're leaning over and squashing stuff and whatever. So my theory is this time, I'll get my background done first and then I'll do the rest. As you see, it's coming on. Another 2 or 3 days and we'll see. As you can see, I've got a little bit more done. Not a lot actually, I've been a bit busy this week. But I've done the touching up, and put the odd bit on here and there. I've been waiting though for another packet of this E to Z water. That's the one. I had one packet, I only got one at the local shop, and I sent off for another. And I'm needing 2, I think, to fill that up. As I said, I made a mess with the liquid water, so I've redone it all again. And what I'm going to do now, this stuff, you put it in a pan and you boil it. I say I need it 2. I've got another half packet actually downstairs, but I'm going to put it in a pan. Some of you will have seen me have done this in the past, but what I'll do, you just put it on the stove. It liquefies, and then what I'll do is I'll come and pour it on, and I'll do a video, take a bit of video as I'm doing it. As you can see, it's taking shape a bit now. Don't look too bad actually. There's a lot to do, as I said, but I've been a bit busy this week. Anyway, we'll fill this canal up and see how it looks. That was the other bridge which I was on about. I forgot to put that on, so I literally had to take all that other liquid water which I hadn't set, had to take it out and redo it all, so I thought blow it, I'll go back to using this this other pallet E to Z water. Anyway, we'll see what it's like when I do it now. This is all we do, we just pour them into a pan. Don't pick one of your mother's or your wife's best pans, they'll be in trouble. And then you just put it on the gas. Just put it on there, and as I say, it takes probably about 5 minutes to liquefy, but what I'll do is I'll come back to that when it's liquefied and we'll take it upstairs and lay it in the canal. I've had this on the gas there for a good 5 minutes or more. As you can see, it's liquefied. And don't forget, this is hot plastic, so be careful what you do. I just hope I'm going to have enough now. So I've used it in the past, and it does look really good when it sets. It doesn't take long to set either. Probably talking, I'm going to be short. Oh damn, I put my finger on that, that's red hot. Oof. Another reason why they call me Dangerous Dave. Reminded me, Danny laughed at that. Forgot to tell you, Danny, shortly after going through the floor, after 3 or 4 months when her ribs had healed up, I came back and carried on, started again. And what happened then? I put my last screw in on the floorboards and I went through a water pipe flooded the house out to have a new ceiling. Well, I've run short, so I've done what I can do. I'm going to have to wait for this other one coming. Have another packet in the post. As you can see, that's I'm told now they use a hairdryer to keep it warm, but you can actually get ripples in. As you can see, we have so it takes about 5 minutes for this to set. That's all. So you've got to be quick. But we've been a canal. I don't really want much ripple in it. It's setting already. As I say, I have another packet coming, so I'll finish it off. Can't do any other. But it is a nice glaze effect, that. There's one other thing you can do. You don't have to buy this stuff, and I've done it in the past. When you've painted your canal blue, you just want to get some varnish, gloss varnish. Do about 3, 4, 5 coats gloss varnish, and you get similar effect. And if it is a lake, a sea or whatever, and you want your ripple effect, I found it. I can use polyfiller underneath. Get your ripples with your polyfiller underneath, and then of course paint it blue, and then do your gloss varnish on top, and you should have the same effect. I'll just something stuck there. Yeah, that's more or less set now. So as I say, just don't have enough with my other packet to finish it off down there. But, so yeah, 5 minutes later, it's so solid as that. I put the barges back on, but it is a nice effect, as I say. I get a good shine under. I'd been better not putting that hairdryer on, wouldn't I? Anyway, you've got to have a bit of ripple on. One other product has just arrived, which I've been waiting for, is this track underlay. I'm going to try this out. It's sticky, so I take it's sticky both sides, it's smoother. But you lay your track on it, and then you put your ballasting on, because your ballasting will stick to the sticky. So we'll give that a try later on anyway. Right, that'll do for today, I think. So just a bit empty enough there. If that other bag had come, I could have just finished that off nicely. But that's a tour today. You order online and it can take 24 hours, it can take a week. But I think you've got to admit, I don't look, not a bad little scene that now. As I say, I've all sorts to do really. I mean, I've houses to go in, roads to go in. Have some static grass now, because I've got that static grass applicator. Well, I shall do that later. I always put a fine covering the grass on to start with, but then I can put my static grass on top, and so I can have the longer grass. Well, we'll do that in one of the next videos. Cheers then now.